The title is just straight up not clickbait. And I got very little jokes for this intro. The AI surveillance state is here. It is here. And it's really a little freaky because I only found out about this like a few days ago, but there's a company called Flock AI who is implementing cameras and drone technology to basically surveil major cities and basically the entire US to track just about everything about you. Oh, my sweet general public, I wish I was kidding. Here's a map of all of the Flock surveillance cameras that are currently implemented in the United States. Now, there are more going up each day, but the number has totaled to 80,000 in 49 states. That means no matter where you go, what you do, if you're going to the park, you're taking your kid for a walk, you on camera, bitch. And just because it's near and dear to my heart, this is what a city like Atlanta looks like. Not recognizable as even a picture of a city. Atlanta would definitely be one of the bigger cities that they have on surveillance right now, and they have up to 3,000 and growing cameras monitoring the entire city. You're not just safe because you live in the metropolitan. It's getting monitored too, buddy. Why do you care? If you've done nothing wrong, you shouldn't mind being on camera. They're stopping bad guys. What's wrong with that? Quick pause before I go into the tech. If you're thinking about any of these topics that I just mentioned, and I'll put them right here again, please wait for the end of the video. I rebuttal all of them pretty solidly. Flock's biggest pieces of tech that they use to gather all this information is the cameras that they have installed over everywhere, the 80,000 that I mentioned, and a bunch of drones that they have to go out and basically act as agents. Their entire thing is that they're developing this first response tech that gets to scenes faster than anybody and is able to monitor the situation and track it all. In real time, someone can prompt their entire system, search for I would say a green truck with a brown trailer hitch. And it'll scour everything that they have, all of their active cameras, and it'll go find that in real time. It could also go and find, let's take this man, for example. Guy walking around holding camera, baseball hat, blue shirt, tan shorts, and sneakers. It'll go and find that. Not only will this track your license plate, it'll track people movement. It'll track basically everything it sees because the tech has gotten very, very advanced with how it recognizes image data. And just real quick, God forbid the sun glares on your license plate or there's weather obstruction for maybe turning the 6 on your license plate into a G, making you register the wrong vehicle essentially. You're just gonna get a drone following you now. Straight to prison. Get him out of here, straight to jail. The entire thing here is called vehicle fingerprint, and it's really spooky.
Right off the bat, Flock is very clear about who is allowed to access footage and data in both their marketing materials and their contracts. For example, no unauthorized users, including Flock safety employees, have access to the footage.
This is Ben Jordan's video that he posted that I will be linking in the description that goes over a lot more detail than what I'm going to be covering in this video. But there's a few other creators I'll also tag down there. Please go look at this. It's weird. Here he highlights in their policy that no other unauthorized users have access to their technology. So it's not basically they're advertising that these cameras can't be hacked.
Don't you worry.
You're good. I'm gonna go into a fucking Trump impression again, bro. It's so bad. It's not only fun to do, it's really effective. While they did put this on their privacy, however, we know as billion-dollar companies like to do, they lie. They love to do it. It's easy as cutting bread. It's pooping and pissing and peeing, and it's easy for them. Within minutes, he was able to publicly go through a search engine and find administrative access to all of these Flock cameras. Literally being able to use them as a Flock employee would be able to. From publicly accessible, minutes of research, he said. He was able to watch people, just stroll around a park, and because it's also integrated with facial recognition, he can click on people and have access to
everything.
Because the cameras are watching your face, it has your data and information, and because everything is because everything is making sure that you are profiled no matter who you are, the AI gets to know all of this stuff about you. Do you got any massive debt? What about a family member of yours dying recently? Hey, you single or married? Were you sick or admitted to the hospital? Do you potentially have any private mental disorders you don't want public? It's one massive profile letting everybody know anything about you. Literally Cyberpunk Club. It's literally Watch Dogs, bro. It's literally where you're walking down the street and it just fucking profiles the person. Next part of the video. Pretty much anywhere where there's a dense population of people, there is nowhere in that city or zone that is not being surveilled. And that has some really weird effects on the human psyche. One of these effects is called the chilling effect, which happens when a group of humans are aware that they are being surveilled and therefore act differently because they're being watched. Not even act better, not even act more in line with anything, they just act differently. A lot of the very surface level research I did on this says that they act more afraid, they act more reserved, they are basically less themselves. And this article I found on it basically titles the whole thing as self-censorship, and I think that is a really solid term. I know that was quick, but we're getting into the last part of the video here. Remember these puppies? That's now.
Why do I care?
Because it's weird and because it has significant psychological impact on the general population, constantly being surveilled. It's also a huge violation of people's privacy. Argue that legal or not, I don't care.
Second,
But they're stopping bad guys. What's wrong with that? I see this one specifically pop up on cesspools of Reddit and deep in the Twitter comments. I know, the loveliest places to go. But I do feel like it needs to be addressed, and to emphasize, your privacy is not earned by you being a good boy. Straight up. You shouldn't need to behave to be entitled to, your life. It is something that is inherent to everybody. This specific point really hinges on it being targeted at only bad guys. I'm going to put that in quotes. As bad people. Ugh. But as, criminals or people that have committed a crime and things. But no, as brought up just a second ago, this breaches everybody's privacy, which brings us to number 3. If you've done nothing wrong, it shouldn't matter whether or not you're on camera.
wrong.
And this is the point I'm leaving you with today. We're going to go back to Ben Jordan here, because within the company of Flock, there have been records and administrative access, logs, of developers and employees accessing all types of cameras for extended periods of time. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you a little low. These records include cameras being used to access children's gymnasiums, public swimming pools, water parks and everything, fitness studios, and preschool daycares. Preschool fucking daycares. And not just once, for extended periods of time from these people. On repeat. So yeah, it does matter if you're on camera 24/7, because you don't know what weirdo or who is behind that camera staring at you the entire time.
Or staring at your kids.
Again, I'm linking this in the description because this guy does a phenomenal job. I thought it was very, very in detail. I was really, really captivated by how he told the entire thing. Please check out any of their videos. They're in the description below. Now, as records of these employees have come up, they have magically basically scrubbed these employees' names from not only their LinkedIn pages, but from company sites where they're saying, hey, this is my employee. They're gone. The second they had this information, published it, those people disappeared from their online presence. You can be completely against most of my personal, moral-based talking points here, but you got to admit,
This is still fucked.
all right, there are 2 things I'm leaving you with for this video, and one of them is this lovely map of all of the Flock cameras that are even in the US, again. And then the last thing I want to leave you on is these. These are posts where people are describing what is inside a Flock camera. As you can see, it's a significant amount of copper wire and a little bit of gold in each camera. But yeah, if you've watched to this point, I really, really do appreciate you. I know this one was a little longer, but I think this was really, really fun for me to not only get educated more on this by making a video and organizing all my thoughts, but to be able to share it is a little bit, it feels important. It's cool. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy, again, the camera and the microphone, because I don't want you to have a bad time watching my videos. So thank you very much for watching, especially if you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's like 5, I think. But anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace out.